So I'm super excited. This is gonna be the first video for the new channel, and I know a lot of y'all recognize me from Chaos Off-Road. I had to shave and get a haircut, but it's still me. I'm gonna make a big post explaining the new channel and everything. I'll probably do that tonight. I don't really want to get into much of that on this because I'm trying to keep this video short. So I had to go pick up some metal for the shop, and a guy had a dually rear end about halfway, so it kind of all worked out perfect. And that rear end is going to be for our first build, and I'll cover that in a minute. So I hopped in the work truck, hooked up to the trailer, and headed down to Mobile. It's about an hour one way, so I figured I'd take this time, kind of do like an introduction video on what we're going to be doing on the new page, the new channel, and where I see it going, and what will be covered. So we're going to do some build and flips, and maybe like some parting out stuff, trying to make some money for some more build and flips. I know my wife would probably wish I'd sell everything we build. I'm kind of leaning towards keeping a lot of it, so we'll see who wins that battle. I really like holding on to stuff. She thinks I'm a hoarder, but so we'll see. Maybe sell some of it, keep some of it. We're gonna do some technical videos. I know I've posted some welds I've done before, and people ask me, you know, how do you stack dimes with the MIG, or how'd your TIG come out that way, or you know what settings you're using and all that. So we're gonna go over some of that, and I'll pass on the knowledge that I do have. I have a lot. My background's welding. I did pipe welding for a long time traveling. I will pass on the knowledge that I do have, and any of the knowledge that we learn going forward. A lot of the stuff that we do, I'm not going to have a lot of knowledge on. I really want to grow my knowledge when it comes to suspension geometry and stuff for trucks. I have limited knowledge when it comes to trucks and stuff. I'm going to try to take some of the foiler knowledge I have and kind of mold it over into that and learn a lot. And maybe pick up a lot from the people, you know, on the channel that knows more than I do. And then we can pass that on to everybody else. It's the only way that the generations after us will learn is if you pass on the knowledge. I was extremely lucky when it came to welding. I had a lot of old timers that passed down a lot of tricks and tips and stuff to me, and really helped me get to the point of where I'm at. And I'm really appreciative for that. And I want to do the same. I want to pass on the knowledge that I have and anything that I learned. So that's high on the list. I've wanted to learn how to drift, like actually drift good, not go around a curve and punch the gas. I really wanted how to drift for a long time. So building a drift car or a drift truck's high on the list. And we'll do a lot of funny videos, just blowing off steam, having fun, and just whatever we do as far as cars and trucks. We're definitely going to start with a build video first. I picked up a 76 or 78 C10 about 7 months ago, I believe. When we moved from Iowa back down to Alabama, which was almost a year ago now, I picked it up like 3 months after we moved back. And it was such a good deal, I couldn't pass it up, so I had to jump on it. I think I got it for like 300 bucks. It's got a really good body on it. The back bed's kind of crushed, like somebody hit it or something, but it's not rusted out crazy, and everything's in really good shape. The front cab forward's like really straight. And I love that body style Chevy. I love that box Chevy design and the layout. And I love the interior on it. So building a box Chevy was high on the list, and so why not make it the first video? And I've really wanted a flatbed dually for a long time. We're building the shop F350. We're not going to cover that for a build because we're kind of almost done with that. But it's a single wheel F350, and I've really been wanting a dually. So now's the time to do it. There's no time like the present. I wanted to LS swap it, but I don't know how that's going to go because I'm working on a really good deal for a 95 model four-wheel drive Chevy, and I think I can get it for like a couple $100 bucks, and I'd be stupid not to get it. And using it on this build will probably be what we do. I've got a Dana 60 that I picked up in Minnesota like 4 years ago, I think. I got it super cheap back then. I had it for another build. We ended up selling the build to a buddy, but I kept the front end. So we got that for the front end. I don't know. We'll start that video series soon, maybe in a week or so, and then we'll cover more on that. And then we'll start the technical videos and kind of see where we go. I really want to grow the channel and see how big we can get it. Maybe get in contact with some influencers in the automotive world. Maybe grow our network, get big. I know we have a ton of shows that we've kind of wrote down that we'd be interested in going to, but I don't know how many we're actually going to be able to go and actually make the event. I'm not going to cut down on the fuller parts, like the production stuff, but I'm going to revisit how we produce parts and maybe get a little bit more efficient. So maybe we can start taking weekends off and put the weekends for the car and truck builds. I've been doing 7 days a week, like 16, 18 hours a day ever since we came back almost a year. And I really want to slow down a little bit. Spend some time with my kids. My oldest son, he's really getting into wanting to build stuff now, and from the first day that I heard I was having a son, that's all I could think about was eventually getting to that point that he was ready to start building stuff. And I traveled for a long time, about 8 years, and I missed everything in the book. I've missed every holiday. I've missed every first word. I've missed, you name it, I've missed it. And pretty much on every single one of my kids. And I really want to slow down and start spending a lot of time with them. And I want to use this channel to kind of do that. We slow down, do some builds with my kids, and go to different events and shows and kind of enjoy it. And just kind of see where it goes. Like I say, I'm going to make a big post on the Chaos page explaining all this, and we're not stopping parts by any means. We're just going to reevaluate how we produce parts and maybe get a little bit more efficient. We don't even have a name for the channel yet, so we're going to start a channel, and we're going to start the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, the whole 9 yards, maybe a TikTok. Everybody at the shop, the one guy left at the shop, everybody else has done quit, but the one guy left at the shop's really been pushing me to do a TikTok, so we'll probably start a TikTok for the channel. And we bounced around a bunch of different names, Backyard Builds, Southern Built, Southern Builds, just a ton of them. Everything was kind of taken. We could get it on one platform, but couldn't get it on the other as far as getting the name, not without adding like a bunch of underscores or something retarded. So we finally got down to 2 names, Project C and Project Street. I'm kind of leaning towards Project Street at the moment. Project C came up because I've got 2 buddies, one named Colton, one named Cody, and I wanted to get them in on this. And seeing how all our names started with a C, I come up with Project C. I don't know if they're going to join the team yet. I'm kind of waiting to see. I'm going to start the LLC and the trademark paperwork next week, so I definitely got to get a name picked out. If they join the team, we'll probably go Project C. If they don't join right off the bat, Project Street is probably where we're going to go. And man, these back roads are so rough. But I'd much rather be on a back road than some main heavily traveled interstate or highway. Anyways, so really leaning towards Project C or Project Street at the moment. So we'll probably go with that. Definitely by the time we post the video, we'll have all that figured out. And try to start drawing people from the Chaos page, maybe over to Project Street. Maybe get some new people. We definitely want to grow. Obviously, the bigger we get, the more reach we'll have, the better network we'll have. Maybe we get in touch with some different influencers and stuff and grow the page to a pretty decent size. I want to keep this video short. We're getting close to the 9-minute range, and I've done this video twice now. This is the second go around, but I forgot some stuff on the first video that I wanted to cover, and I think I pretty much covered everything, so I'm gonna cut it off. I'm not far from having to make a big turn up here, and I don't like to drive, be too extracted. As you can tell, I kind of drive with my knee a lot, even down the interstate, so I'd like to be pretty focused on the road by the time I hit the interstate. So we'll cut this video off. Hopefully the next video will be us starting to build. I've got a buddy that works construction. He gets a lot of rainouts and stuff, and then they get slowed down. And he's really good mechanic, so I'm probably gonna bring him in on the truck build. So maybe he'll start that. And he's pretty cool with filming and stuff. So if you don't care about the whole filming deal, or doing a film, or being inside the video, or whatever you want to say, once he starts to tear down on the 68. I'll probably start filming all that, and maybe we'll have a video within a week or so. So I'm about to make that turn, so I'm gonna cut this off, and we're at the 10-minute mark, so I definitely want to go ahead and shut this off so it's not a long video. So until next time.